welcome to YogaBugs. I'm Lisa, your virtual teacher, and today we're going to be doing the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So let's first of all take a few deep breaths. Can you show me where your nose is? That's it. Let's take a deep breath in and then blow out. That's it. And again, deep breath in and blow out. Fantastic. Let's get ready for our story. Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Goldilocks, and she lived in a house with her mum. Let's bring our legs a little bit wide, arms up, shoulders down for our house. One morning, Goldilocks asked her mum if she could play in the garden. Her mum said yes, but don't go wandering off. So Goldilocks walked out of her house and into the garden, where she saw her dog, Buster. Let's come down onto our hands and knees. Bring your hands forward, turn your toes and lift your hips up to the sky. Now, can you wag your tail by gently bending one knee at a time? Very good. Look down at your toes and can you make the sound of a dog? Brilliant. Now bend your knees and come back to sitting. Goldilocks was having so much fun playing in the garden, but out of the corner of her eye, she saw a butterfly. Let's bring our feet together. Let's flap our beautiful butterfly wings. Can you see the beautiful colours of the wings? Now, let's see if we can get our nose down towards our toes. Just go as far as you can. Ew, smelly toes. Brilliant. Come back up and gently flap your butterfly wings. Now suddenly the butterfly flew off. And without thinking, Goldilocks stood up and she started to chase after the butterfly. So we'll just do a gentle run. And she ran faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until... Oh no. Goldilocks was lost in the woods. She was surrounded by trees. Let's bring our feet together. Let's bring our branches out. Take our knee out to the side. Balancing on our toe and bring our branches nice and high. Now we can stay here, or maybe we would like to lift our foot up underneath our knee. Fantastic. Bring that down. Let's try that on the other side. Feet together, knee out, branches up, and gently lifting up the foot or keeping it on the floor, you can decide. And bring that down. Well done. Goldilocks had a look around. She could hear a man chopping wood. Let's bring our legs a little bit wide apart. Let's bring our arms up for our axe and we're going to fold forwards with a big chop. We can bend our knees and again, chop. And up, last one, chop. And back up. Goldilocks said, "Excuse me, sir, I'm lost. Can you help me get home?" The man said, "No, but there is a cottage over there." So Goldilocks started to walk towards the cottage. And when she got there, she knocked on the door. But the door was already open. And as Goldilocks walked inside, she saw a table. Let's come down into our table. Bending our knees, hands forwards and behind us. And lifting up into our big, strong tables. That's it. Make sure we're not a broken table. Keep it nice and strong. And gently lower back down. because on the table there were 3 bowls of porridge. Let's come into our bowl of porridge by sitting with our legs out in this position to make our bowl of porridge. Now Goldilocks was feeling a little bit hungry, so she took a spoon and she started to stir the porridge. She leaned forwards and she tried the porridge. Oh dear, it was too hot. She can't eat that porridge. So she took another spoon and she stirred the other bowl of porridge. She tried it. It's too cold. She can't eat that porridge. Let's try the last bowl. Big stirs with your spoon. Goldilocks tried the porridge. This one was just right. And Goldilocks gobbled up the porridge. That's it, all the way to the edges. Very good. Oh dear. But Goldilocks was now very full. She wanted a nice chair to sit down on. So she went into the other room. And as Goldilocks came into the room, she saw 3 chairs. Ooh. So Goldilocks decided to sit down on the biggest chair. So bring your feet close together. You don't have to be completely together. They can be a little bit apart. Lift your arms up really tall to make a big chair and sit down on that chair. Oh no, said Goldilocks. This chair is too hard. So she tried the second chair. It was a little bit smaller. Arms up and sit down on the chair. Oh no, this chair is too soft, she said. Goldilocks tried the smallest chair. Hands together and sit down onto your chair. Oh, this chair is just right, she said. But it started to wobble and it broke. So we're going to sit down onto our bottoms, lift up our arms. Oh no, it's a broken chair. Sitting back up. Goldilocks was feeling a little bit upset. She missed her mum and she was getting tired. So she decided to look upstairs for a bed. Standing up. And up she climbed up the stairs. And when Goldilocks got to the top, she saw 3 beds. So she lay down onto the first bed. This bed is too hard, she said. So she got up and she lay down onto the second bed. This bed is too soft, she said. And she got up. So she lay down onto the third and smallest bed. Oh, she said, this bed is just right. And Goldilocks fell asleep. Meanwhile, sitting back up, in the woods, the bears were getting hungry. Let's come onto our hands and knees. Turn our toes and lift those knees up. Very good. Can you growl like a bear? Brilliant. Taking one leg up and down and the other leg up and down and lower back down onto your knees. Now, as the bears came home, they saw that their door was open. And as they came in, they saw their table. Let's have a look at our tables together. Bending the knees, hands forward, hands behind, and lifting up into your table. Very good. Hold it there. And lower back down. And bring your legs into your bowl of porridge. Because Daddy Bear went over to try his porridge. Grab the spoon, give it a stir, and he said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." Mummy Bear went to have a look at her bowl. Bring your hands together, stir in the other direction. And she said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." So Baby Bear went to have a look at his porridge. He grabbed his spoon, somebody's been eating my porridge and they've eaten it all up. The bears were a little confused. So they went into their other room, standing back up, and they stomped into their room. And Daddy Bear decided he was going to sit down on his chair and have a think. Feet together, arms up into your big chair. He sat down and he said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." So Mummy Bear thought she would sit down on her chair. Arms up, sitting down. "Somebody's been sitting on my chair," she said. So Baby Bear went to have a look at his chair. Oh no! Somebody's been sitting in my chair and they've broken it. Let's come into our broken chair, sitting down onto our bottoms. Legs up, arms up. Oh dear! The bears stomped up the stairs. Standing back up and stomp up the stairs. Now, Daddy Bear put his hands on his hips. He leant forward to look at his bed. And he said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." Mummy Bear, hands on her hips, leant forwards. "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed," she said. Baby Bear leant all the way forward, so bring your hands all the way down towards your toes. And he said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed and they're still there." Goldilocks heard the noise. Let's lie down like Goldilocks. She sat up, she saw the bears, and she was so scared that she jumped out of bed. So let's come into a squat. And after 3, we're going to do a big jump. 1, 2, 3. Goldilocks ran out of the house. She ran through the woods, past the man chopping wood, and through towards her house, where she saw the butterfly that she had been chasing. Let's come back down into our butterfly. Feet together and gently flap those butterfly wings. She had found her way home and she was so happy to see her mum that she gave her a big hug. Cross your legs, arms out, and a big hug. And her mum said, "Don't ever go wandering off again." And she didn't. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that story with me today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, then click like on YouTube and comment with any stories you'd like us to record. Thank you so much again, and I look forward to seeing you soon.